Okay, this is a special UVN episode here. We are here with the artist Ryan Dow, and would you tell us what this is that you have won?
I won a webcomic award for Best Webcomic. It kind of floored me a little bit, and I'm very appreciative of Space for doing that for me. I do a webcomic called Introspective Comics, and it is basically a kind of philosophical slice of life comic. It's it's kind of about my life, about the things that I think about. There's a little Buddha in it who is kind of my conscience, and we disagree with each other quite a bit. He's not a perfect Buddha. Sometimes he gets angry with me, and sometimes he gets frustrated. So yeah, that's kind of what the comic is. Then again, he loves everyone. Yeah.
So I'm curious if you've seen it. Have you seen like the censorship episodes they've been doing on South Park?
I have heard about them. I have not watched much television in the past 5 years or so. That's part of how I ended up creating.
I'm not missing much.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, part of it is actually like if I stop watching television long enough, I will go through like this crazy creative period, which is pretty much how this comic came about. But yeah, I found it, and it's probably pretty funny. I mean, this is maybe mildly blasphemous too. I am somewhat sincere about Buddhism, but I also know that Buddhism has only been in the country for maybe 30 years. A lot of what was written for Buddhism is intended for monks. So we're kind of figuring out how to have Buddhism in America. What does it mean to be Buddhist and have a job? Because most of the people most of the literature about Buddhism is for like professionals, people who dedicate their entire lives to this. What's Buddhism mean if you're splitting it between your life? So yeah.
Deep stuff here on the episodes this space. So keep tuning in. But could you shout out the website?
It's introspectivecomics.com, or if you don't want to type that all out, ryandow.com, like my name. So
that one's easier, but still, we got both of them streaming up. And it's in closed caption for the hearing impaired. Are we in closed caption for the hearing impaired? I don't know. I'm advertising wrong. All right, cool. All right, well, thank you very much. Yep, there we go. All right, here at UVN, introduce yourself to the UVN crowd.
Hi, my name is Jeremy Creasy. I created a comic called Black Cats, Paranormal Exterminators. To sum it up in three words, it is Hot Girl Ghostbusters. So
here, we're going to do the letters. Hot Girl Ghostbusters. Now steal the emblem so we can get in trouble. So now how long have you been drawing and doing comics?
We've been doing comics now for the last probably about 5 months or so. We just started in November with this title. I mean, I've been doing fan art and pinups and stuff like that a long time, but this is actually the first sequential project that I've actually got off the ground.
Okay. Who would you say it pays homage to, like the stuff that you read, whether independent or mainstream?
It pays homage in the way of mockery, I guess you could say. But
serious form of flattery.
It's not that we don't respect what we're mocking. It's just so much fun to do. We get a lot from the Hammer horror films, the cheap B sci-fi films.
Jacob owns all of them.
Yeah, just about basically anything they would lampoon in Mystery Science Theater. So
I miss that show.
Oh, I miss it too. It's a tragedy that show is still not on the air, or is not on the air anymore.
You and Jacob we're gonna resurrect that show.
Yeah, that would be great. Count me in. I'll bring my fair share of snark if that's fine.
Go ahead and shout out to the website.
Yes, you can find our work at www.blackcatscomic.com. Black Cats is plural, comic is singular.
Yeah, I get it, because when you type something wrong with one letter, things happen.
Yes. You'll be able to find this. You'll find the first story arc, the second story arc, as well as a third one, and We're just now starting our 4th story arc now. So it'll be good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for
Introduce yourself to the Underground Video Network.
Hi, I'm Andy, Andy Scott from Pittsburgh, PA. I'm a cartoonist and illustrator.
And that's all we have. That's it. No. Good night. All right. Okay. Tell us about how long you've been illustrating.
I've been drawing comics for about 4 years now.
Okay.
Just started publishing them around this year. So this is my first issue that I just put out, Andromeda #1. And the rest of these are just like little mini zines and stuff like that. And I don't know.
This is Nick as an elephant.
Yeah, and then this is Nate. He does yeah.
What's up, guys? Yeah, I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm buddies with Andy. We went to school together. We went to the Art Institute for graphic design, and horrible decision on my part. I think Andy doesn't regret it too much, but
I pretty much.
And so I've just been I've kind of been forcing comics onto him as hard as I can for the longest time now, and he's gotten into it in a very big way, and I'm glad to see it.
Yeah. Oh, and you want to plug your Grixley?
Oh yeah. And then this is I do a
shameless plug
called called Grixley, and I've been trying my best to put it out monthly over the last year, and just that's about it. So.
All right, now we ask you both now, who would be your major artistic influence for wanting to do comics? Give us the big name.
Dan Close.
Dan Close. I would say that's probably the biggest influence, and anything that's not so much mainstream, I guess. I don't know.
I'd say
I don't want to say that.
Robert Crumb for both of us, definitely.
Yeah, that's always a big
lately, I've really been digging on this guy named Yoshiro Tatsumi. Yeah, right on.
We got a Jake face going, 2 thumbs up.
Oh, and Joe Matt, yeah.
Yeah, Joe Matt.
Can't forget Joe Matt.
And then Seth, and Chester Brown. I always cry when I read Louis Uriel. It's so sad. It's so sad.
But I guess that'd probably be about it. Yeah.
All right, I got another question.
Okay.
Rotisserie or extra crispy?
Oh, rotisserie.
And he worked in the deli.
Rotisserie.
Rotisserie. Rotisserie.
Okay, all right.
Nate?
All right, we're hungry.
He's a vegetarian.
All right,
And it's lunchtime.
holler your website out to the...
Oh, it's a place for all. A place-for-all.blogspot.com.
Let's go and get the dash right because we don't know where the other one will go if you don't dash the place for all. All right, well, thank you very much. Sweet, thank you. All right.